Okay.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Colonel Colin Mahle, and I am the garrison commander for Fort Moore. So it's my pleasure to be with you here today. I understand this is the 20th anniversary of this event. I understand that it's always been in one location. So we're honored to host you here today. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Fort Moore. Mr. Brent Widener is going to come up and give you some of the details about Fort Moore. But who here has been on this installation by show of hands? Maybe about half, and we go less than half. So welcome. So specifically right now, obviously you got the National Infantry Museum as a private organization, but it is on Fort Moore property. So we're inside, you're outside the gate, but on our property here. And I want to talk to you about a few things again. So it is our honor to host you. I think that it would be a missed opportunity if I wouldn't come up here and talk a little bit about the fact that we had a monumental kind of once in a lifetime event that occurred about 4 months ago, right? So the transition of Fort Benning to Fort Moore. So I want to talk to you a little bit about it because that's kind of the biggest thing that's happened for us this year. And we love to have community leaders come here when they travel here, and I want to talk a little bit about it. Okay, so first of all, a little bit of a history lesson. 2021 National Defense Authorization Act, Congress told the Department of Defense they would rename a total of 9 installations. As of last month, they have all been renamed. The last one was Fort Gordon, is changed to Fort Eisenhower. So now all 9 across the Department of the Army have been changed. I want to talk to you a little bit about our change here, right? So we have an amazing story, and we think we're really hitting a lot of it. We're the only one of those 9 installations that was named for a husband and wife. So by show of hands, who is familiar with the name Alan Dewey Moore? Oh, so we have some folks that aren't familiar with the name Alan Dewey Moore, and that's why I'm here to talk to you a little bit about this. Okay. So the Navy Commission looked at a number of different recommendations that were given to them. So Alan Dewey Moore, an amazing American family, an amazing story that they have, amazing patriots, right? And we think that the real lucky part is that it represents an American family, a military family, right? So Lieutenant General retired Alan Moore. He was an infantry officer, spent a number of years on Fort Benning, and really shaped a number of things that happened. He was a test parachutist skier, and very early on, later on, if you've ever seen We Were Soldiers Once Young, obviously that's a depiction of a number of things that happened here. 1965, Moore led first 97 Cavalry deployed from here in the Air Mobile Division, went to Vietnam, really a war hero in Korea and Vietnam, right? So retired as Lieutenant General, did a number of things. Julia Moore, his wife, was also very, very instrumental, right? It shows a couple of things in the movie, if you've seen it, about the dedication she had to Army families, and a number of the initiatives that she had actually transitioned to Army community service to change how we treat Gold Star family members. Meaning that combat casualties, those kind of things, how they were notified, and those. But really an amazing story. Alan Dewey Moore. We have a Dewey Moore family gallery that's open, or I'm sorry, it's not open. It is right over there that we have as well. And I hope that you have the opportunity during the conference here to go on to post and take a look at this beautiful installation that we have. 182,000 acres, 12,000 of those are in Alabama, and the rest in Georgia. Really an amazing installation. I want to talk to you a little bit about the transition that we had. Huge cultural change for this entire region, supported by the whole Chattahoochee River Valley to transition to the name of Alan, the name Alan Dewey Moore. I know that I have obviously in the last few months, as we talked about this, I've gotten a lot of questions about why. And what I'll tell you is that we are aligning with a contemporary 21st century military family, right? That will inspire soldiers for years to come. And I will tell you something that a number of folks that say things about the past name, about it being Fort Benning, don't truly understand the history that came with Henry L. Benning. And if you had spent 5 minutes Googling Henry L. Benning, I'll tell you that the Army values took the line of some of the things that he shared with this. So I ask your support. Please know that now you've actually been, whether you crossed the gates or not, you've actually been on Fort Moore. We ask for your advocacy and support. This is an amazing opportunity to align with the great Army family. So again, welcome to Fort Moore. Thanks you all. Thanks for being here. I hope you all have a great conference, and I hope to see you again. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you, Colonel Mahle. Really appreciate you being here to welcome everybody today. Y'all, I'm going to spend a little bit of time briefly. I'm going to stand out here today if everybody can see me here to give you a quick overview of Fort Moore. And Eric can see me at these slides. Click right on the slides. All right, so that the left over there, you'll see Fort Moore installation Mahle. You can see a ramp laid in there, so just to give you an idea of scope of scale of this installation. You'll see there on the right, what I was saying in the other installation, that we are actually the second largest installation in the city. So we're training 68 courses, 7 days a week, 64,000 plus soldiers training standard year annually. So really just want to point out that first and foremost, our mission is to train soldiers to defend the freedoms that we so dearly enjoy in this great country that we live in. So just want to point that out. Interesting, 35% of all these soldiers in the Army come through Fort Moore. This installation relies on this local community. Local community relies on this installation. We're going to make the top $4.75 billion annually in regional economic impact. Pretty substantial. Largest single site employer anywhere in this state, right here at Fort Moore. Point out down at the bottom, I mentioned that we rely on this community first. We rely on 70% of soldiers and their families live outside of this installation boundary. So there's a huge connection and dependency among each other here in this region. Switching gears a little bit, just a kind of environmental overview. I'm going to read off this list. You'll see a number of things that we do here from an environmental management perspective. I will point out that we have 9 federally protected species on this installation, approximately 200 nationally established accumulation areas, and we consult with 16 federally recognized tribes. So you kind of get an idea of the scope and scale of what we're doing here. It's broad and complex, but we also do a lot of exceptional conservation stewardship across the state. These numbers are back from about 2018. You may have seen before, but just really want to point out the disproportionate responsibility the Department of Defense has for stewarding and managing resources and ultimately endangered species. Really looking at that far right side, 3% higher densities against species, and that's where the federal agency greater than 20% of the estimated species will be in the lands. Some of y'all, most of the species we probably recognize and understand that, but always like to share the context of that, because a lot of things don't necessarily realize how much great conservation stewardship work occurs on military installations. Some of our natural resources folks who work here across the installation, a number of these people, let's see, 1, 2 of them, probably 3 of them at least in updates are sitting in this room today. 1 of them retired. But our folks out doing great conservation work here on Fort Moore. All right, so all those types of resources, basically just going to go through a progression to show you all the natural resources that occur on this installation rapidly. So all of our streams and wetlands here on Fort Moore, across 182,000 acres. All of our delineated record and woodpecker stands here on this 182,000 acres. We're limited age of its data 12, 15 to 2021. Shape file, but generally remains like that today. So whatever, we're going to be 14 partitions with all the cavity trees that occur in this installation. begin to see a significant amount of, stewardship requirements that come from managing that amount of vacant woodpecker habitat that comes to this installation. They go for Georgia birds and identified historically across the studies, laying in some protection areas for the gopher frog. And then finally, I believe this one is adding in all of our cultural resources sites that we have across this installation. So I mentioned earlier, so first and foremost, our primary responsibility is to train soldiers on this installation. For the most part, stewarding this resource in this footprint is compatible with that mission, but there are times when conflicts exist, right? So you can imagine when you start to look at that and then you figure out that we're firing big guns on ranges, we're firing tanks and bullets, a whole multitude of other training activities, it becomes pretty complex. But it's an exciting place to be, and there's a lot of great things happening here. So I wanted to kind of show you this. You've probably seen this graph from Fort Worth before, basically tracking beginning on the left in 1995. Wildfires plotted against prescribed fire. You can see that the inverse relationship occurring as we continue to put more and more prescribed fire on the ground, and the numbers of wildfires are declining dramatically. So just a really neat graphic that we'd like to share with folks who come to visit us here. Reforestation carrying through. We're up to right. We're up to about 30,000 acres of olives that have been planted in this installation. Somewhere just in the neighborhood of 19 million seedlings, almost 1 million seedlings planted on this installation since 1980. A lot of change has occurred across this installation as a result. And give you an idea of what's happening. This, if you add another year into this, would actually get to about 450. They're calculated with better potential for increase for this installation. Coming from 1997, they're saying about 150. So we basically tripled the number of calculated woodpeckers across this installation since 1997. And then finally, just really want to point out some partnerships. So you saw that on the slide, we're burning about 60,000 acres of pain and burning about 60,000 acres a year on this installation. We've got our Army Compatible Use Buffer program, working with Forestry Commission, towards the DNR, Major Conservancy as our primary partner, with a number of other folks. So there's 36,000 acres now protected outside this installation boundary. And collectively, those partners on those state-owned, EGM, TNCM lands are burning about 10,000 acres a year. So take our 60 at 10,000. And then if you come to the right, we're talking about Georgia Center Landscape and a number of projects that are happening there. The one that I'll kind of highlight is the Georgia Pies project. Along these lines, with Forestry Commission working together on that project. And basically, after the 12,000 acres already started really on the private. So collectively in this region, we're north of 80,000 acres a year. So that, I think that's only less than this. So y'all, thanks for being here. As Colonel Mahle said, really excited to have 20 years, and here we are somewhere different in Tiffin. I appreciate the opportunity to host and appreciate everybody kind of driving across the state.